The fundamentals of having a balanced life. One of the things that I help people look at in some of the work that I do is what I call the 6 keys to living. Which are kind of just the 6 fundamental needs for human survival, and really kind of taking a holistic approach to that and looking at, okay, what are we like, what are the absolute basics that we need to survive? And I'm not going into like the psychological space. I'm just going like what does the body need? And I guess the body mind needs for survival. So I think like at the very, very fundamentals, there's looking at our nutrition, looking at our our hydration and what type of water that we're ingesting, looking at, our movement, looking at, our breath, looking at just some of the, really fundamentals of life as a human being and the human experience, and what those, and how, like, I'll give you an example, like we could just through one of those keys, we can change our entire, life radically with the way that our brain is wired and the way that our body is formed, like just in nutrition, right? And you know this, just by changing your diet, you can change the way you think, the way that you feel, the way that you look, the way your entire existence is changing just because you changed your diet. Now, what happens when we look at all those things at once, in a sense, and what happens when we take a kind of a holistic approach and not make huge drastic changes, but subtle shifts all in these fundamentals? And what you see there is you see like a rising of the vibration of that human being, right? And so like working with people and looking at just some of the fundamentals there of just, okay, let's look at what are you putting in your body, right? What is the nutrition that you're putting in? What is the quality of the water that you're putting in? What is the quality of the breath that you have, right? What are the quality of connections or relationships that you have in your life, right? What is the quality of your movement? So these are just some of those fundamentals that I love to kind of go in and explore with people, and everyone's at different places in their journey, and there's always room for improvement. I don't think, there's some masters out there, but I haven't mastered all 6 yet. There's always room for growth.
I hope you enjoyed that episode of the Thrive State podcast. And if this podcast is bringing a lot of value to you, if you find that your life is just improving with this podcast, that your life is getting to the next level, please consider supporting it. And here's a few ways you can do so. You can do so by liking this video and commenting on this video, and also sharing this video with your friends and family. Another thing you can do is go to ratethispodcast.com/ThriveState. Go ahead and leave us a 5-star review there. It will really, really help this show grow. And this will give me more time so that I could actually give more content to you, just like you got in this episode. And if you haven't already picked up a copy of my book, Thrive State, Your Blueprint for Optimal Health, Longevity, and Peak Performance, you can pick it up now. It became a #1 new release in longevity. Go to thrivestatebook.com. And if you enjoy the book, please consider leaving us a review as well. And the last thing you can do, if you're liking everything here and you want to work more closely with me as well as my team to get you into the Thrive State, go to kienvu.com/accelerator and consider joining the home course, the Thrive State Accelerator. It's really the course that I use. It's the concepts that I use personally when I work with CEOs, celebrities, and my high-profile clients to get them to the Thrive State. Again, the Thrive State Accelerator at kienvu.com/accelerator. And because you're a listener of this podcast, I want you to save 25% by using the coupon code podcast25. I hope we continue to give value to you. And remember always, you are your best medicine.